Good evening, gamers. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I see Rilip has arrived. Hello, Rilip. I hope you're ready for more Kerbal Space Program this Friday. I'm gonna need your help. It's gonna take everybody to do what we need to do. But today is Stationeers, and tomorrow is the first Phasmophobia of the season, guys. So I hope you're looking forward to that. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna get spooked out. We're gonna have a little spooktacular action. What is this? What game is this? It looks quite familiar. There's a cartoon lady with hair who appears to be a hologram. There's the Earth. This might just be like one of the Mega Man games. Like Mega Man X. No. Okay, I have no idea then. We're gonna need more info. Yeah. Give me. It is for the Super Nintendo. Ah, here we go. Is this EVO? Search for Eden. No. What is this? Illusion of Gaia. Okay, I've never heard of this one. It looks like it's a classic JRPG style though. EVO has a pretty similar cover with the Earth on there. All right, on to artwork. Ah, how interesting. Interesting. This looks like it's Prey almost. Oh shoot, I lost the mouse again. Come back, mouse. Why are you doing this? Does not want to be solved, I guess. Hold on. There we go. Is this Prey? From Arcane, I guess? I don't know. Which one is correct? I have no context for what is happening here. This does appear to be the Golden Gate Bridge or some kind of suspension bridge. Oh, that's not the Golden Gate Bridge. That might be the Brooklyn Bridge. That doesn't help though. We need to skip more. What is this? I'm gonna try Metal Gear. Like, I don't know. Guns of the Patriots or something. That's a... okay. All right. I was on the right track. Unfortunately, I have no idea. I am not the Metal Gear head in my friend group. I would need to phone a friend for this one. There's too many of them. I have no idea which one this is. Maybe it's Peace Walker. It's not Peace Walker. Wait. It's an adventure game. Metal Gear Solid 2. Wait a minute. Correct franchise, wrong saga. Oh, I put Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. I should have put Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, there we go. Hex's nephew got addicted to a 1982 game. What game? Did they even have games in 1982? Rilip, you were alive back then. What was it like? Tell us. Can you confirm or deny that they had games back then? Funny Amiibo Angels Nudity. Ooh, online. Amiibo. But also it's funny and there's angels, so it can't be like crazy nudity. I guess it would be probably Bayonetta. Yeah, okay. Bayonetta 2. All right. I mean, nudity, sure, whatever. Shark was a popular game on the Intellivision. Okay, let me get some gameplay footage of Shark real quick. We got to see how brain rotted your nephew is. Shark is on Steam. This is a reimagined version though. Okay, I just need this one. I just need some gameplay footage. All right. Here it is. So this is Shark. We're just gonna mute the footage here because I just want some gameplay footage. I assume you play as the shark? Wow. Riveting gameplay. Or are you the little yellow fish? Oh, you're the little yellow fish, I guess. That's interesting. Isn't there... There's like a game... I mean, multiple games like that. Where you... like you eat smaller fish to get big, and then you eat the bigger fish as you get bigger. I mean, that's kind of a... That's like a genre in and of itself, right? Interesting. He doesn't seem to be getting bigger, though. You just get points. How does that work? Huh. There's like a number over here. I don't know what that... I mean, as far as games from the 80s go, it's better than E.T. I'll take it. Okay, that's Shark for everybody. All right, Bayonetta, get out of here. It's time to play the game. Let's do this. So welcome back once again to Stationeers. We're back on Vulcan. Well, we will be. 1,000 points is one size. X is gonna pay 50,000 points to make me play Shark. I don't have an Intellivision. Was game of the year. It was the only game of that year. Which sounds about right. Okay, let's do let's get Vulcan going. Normal, of course, because Stationeer is nonsense. We're just gonna do standard. I don't want to fuck with shenanigans, so we're gonna get everything set up real quick. I've practiced this many times. Current save directory is null, not assigned. Don't tell me that. Why would you tell me that? Cannot update game session. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Okay, let's get going. We got a lot of shit we gotta deal with, and I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. Well, we're already off to a bad start, I see. Okay, so step 1, locate the construction supplies. Get everything opened. Move this stuff over here behind my picture, or my video, whatever, my camera. Load the Atmo analyzer in. Swap out for iron sheets. Mining belt on, tool belt open, uniform, swap. Grab the frames. Walls, glass. And that should be everything that we need to make this work. I guess the other thing is going to be we're going to need another battery. Grab that out of there. Where's the batteries at? Show me the battery. Airlock supplies. I guess it was the last place I was going to look, huh? All right, so swap this out for a real battery. Perfect. And we'll come back when we need to. Okay, so first thing we need to do is find due north, which is right here. Also, if you're in chat, I am not currently looking at chat, so don't get mad when I don't acknowledge you right away. Let's see. Rilip says, imagine having a stupid vision like Star. Yeah, I had the who made the Intellivision? Or was that just the name of the company? I feel like that was just the name of the company. I'm all about the ColecoVision, obviously. Everybody knows the ColecoVision was the superior console in 1982 or whenever. That looks good. Now we will grab a drill, buff out a little bit of a hole here. Okay, cool. And then grab the iron sheets. We're going to begin welding. Nice. Thank you for popping me up, game. And this should be enough space to get started. In fact, I can probably go one more, actually. Which hopefully will have enough. Okay. I just want to make sure that we are... we've got enough space, because we're going to be staying in the temp habitat for a while. As we often do on Vulcan. Until we can build a proper base under a mountain somewhere. like I always try to do, and then I'm like, I feel like I didn't get started fast enough. I can play Shark on the ColecoVision. Oh boy, let me just dig out my ColecoVision that I definitely have. I can't wait to try out Shark, the hottest new game from Coleco. Or whoever made it. I don't know. So we're gonna make a 3x3. We usually do a 2x3, but I want a little extra space this time around, so we're gonna get a little crafty here. All right, and then we throw down some extra frames, like so, and finish welding. Too bad Mighty Stoosh isn't here to see this. I know this is his favorite game, but as you guys know, he's on vacation with his family, which is cool. You know, fellas, is it gay to like love your family? Maybe. All right, those do not stack. That's okay. Now we just finish this. And yeah, this should be enough room. We won't be cramped like we usually are. Hopefully we have enough to actually finish it. And I guess if not, we'll just have to get the arc furnace and stuff down a little bit faster than normally. Okay, one more, 2 more, 3 more. There we go. Okay, and we glass it up. Obviously, we're gonna need power at some point. Let's do this intelligently, so we're not, you know, missing a window at some point. That would be embarrassing. Be horribly, horribly embarrassing to do that. Let's get the outsides. You guys remember, like, I mean, I know you guys do because you're both old, but back in the day, they had different, I mean, I know they have different video settings now for games, but back in the day, it was like, do you want to play this in color or not? Well, we're talking about console exclusives, like VGA, EGA, or whatever. VGA, I don't know what they all were. I wasn't around for that. Remember, I played King's Quest on my uncle's computer, and you know, I grew up with the Sega Genesis, so it wasn't like a crazy jump, but like thinking about it now, it's just like graphics have improved so much, it's ridiculous. All right, so this will be our production area. I'd like to make it larger at some point, but for right now, we're just gonna have it the way that it is. And honestly, I'd like to have the airlock actually be like right here where that is. We have a nice big area to actually make stuff in. Let me pull that up quick. There we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the rest of the iron frames down. One there. One there. And then we'll put some over here. We will have to dig out at some point. It's almost an underground base already, and we haven't even finished. Cool. Alrighty then. We better hold on to probably some of these iron sheets when we get around to building stuff. But that should be a good start. Alright, next up, the airlock. This is electrical supplies. Well, I guess we're gonna need the APC, of course. All of them. We don't need this right now. We'll need some cables. We don't need the walls right now. We don't need the frames. We don't need the walls. We will take the battery, turbine, and the solar panel. Can leave the battery charger for now. Auto lathe and stuff down later. That's for trading. We don't need that. Hydroponics, we will need that soon. And here's the airlock stuff. Okay, perfect. Fortunately, I've loaded up my inventory with nonsense, so gonna have to. Oh wait, we start with a hydraulic pipe bender. Oh, that's awesome. That's the best news I've heard all day. Except they don't give us a passive vent, so really, it's not that good of news, all things considered. Could be better. All right, let's get the hydraulic pipe bender set up. And how am I gonna do this? Boy, they really got me like over a barrel with this layout, huh? Maybe shoot. Oh, it's too late now. I guess we could go like this, one here, one over here, and then one over here, and one over here, and that should be enough space for all of them without too much overlap. Should be good. Okay, one like this, one like that, and this, shoot. Should have grabbed the other thing. Oh, they give us 3 solar panels. That's nice. We can at least wire up the power pretty quick here. Is this the best place to put solar panels? I don't know, but this is where we're putting them for now. We can always move this stuff around later as needed. I always say that and then I never do. But hey, whatever. Also, we better hurry up and get this show on the road here. We're gonna roast. There's 1 and 2. Need to wire up the vents. Okay, I better go grab some stuff to vacuum out. We should have started with, okay, that's a portable generator. Hydroponics. Okay, we'll take that. Scrubbers, the next thing we're gonna need. Mining supplies we don't need. Air conditioner we do need. All right, let's get inside. Gonna try my bet. Oh wait, we need a door. What am I doing? I got no door. That's not gonna work. There's some doors going here. How am I gonna live without my door? I will literally die without my door. Right, there we go. Do not weld the door shut. That would be a bad idea. Okay, can we grab the scrubber? It's got everything we need. Scrub it up. Okay, perfect. Put the get in here and try not to break anything. Put the battery in. Oh nope, leave that open. We want to suck everything up. Then we'll open the door, we'll vent it out, and then we'll do that until we've pulled a vacuum, basically. And then we'll do some work inside the habitable zone. It's obviously not going to be habitable on account of, you know, going to be a vacuum, but it'll at the very least let us work in there without getting too hot. And then eventually, once we get the pipe bender and stuff set up, we can actually start building stuff, which will be nice. Okay, is that empty? It's not quite empty yet, so we will wait. Well, you know what, Hex, maybe it's better to start off with some more basic games, because then you introduce the more modern games, and it's like, wow, look how far we've come. It's like when you watch an old movie, you're like, this looks really good. Okay, well, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Wow, this is so silly. Look at how bad the effects are. And then you watch a modern movie and you're like, oh wow, this is incredible. Boy, those poor people back in the 1920s didn't know what they were in for. They have sound in movies now. Can you believe it? What a world. Let's get this stuff put down. They call them talkies. Crazy. We have some wind turbines too we need to set up. I feel like I should put the other solar panel over there. But maybe I want to put them elsewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it's full, so shut it off. Close the door. Open the door. Vent it out. Boy, it's a hot one out today. 700 degrees. That's why I stay inside. Come on, empty out. Let's go. Let's go. Now, see, we can't use this trick on Venus because Venus, there's so much atmosphere in one cube. Just opening the door will overload the air scrubber. Like, it won't. There's not enough room in the air scrubber to actually hold all of the gas. Very funny. All right. So once it is zeroed, we will shut it off. Close the door. Switch it into suck mode. Then turn it on. Suck everything out of the airlock. Is where we're standing. Is this the best way to do this? Eh, probably not, but it is fun. And it's easy, so I'm not complaining. All right, let's get the container mounts and stuff out here. We can get our locker set up. So we have a locker. Set that up right here. Did I get it right? Ah, damn it. Thought I was going to get it right this time. I never get it right. So it's this way, right? Okay, there we go. Now we got it. So that's good. So this can hold the table, the microwave. We're not going to use that. Okay, we eggs. I don't think we're going to hatch any eggs on Vulcan, unfortunately. Put those down here. This is the air conditioner. We're going to use that pretty soon. And we should probably get some pipes set up for our airlock, which will be coming soon. So, let's see here. We have some turbines we need to get. We have an extra battery, which should probably be in here. And should probably be charging. And grab the wire cutters. Try to link this up. Oops. Just had it. There we go. And then turn that on. And swap this out so we actually have battery coming in from the sun. It's not hooked up to anything else yet, which is fine. We'll get there. Okay, for pipes. Actually, you know what? I think I had a design for this we've used previously, which is that because this is basically just a holding area for gas, we don't need that much. So we can kind of just do something like this, and it should hold enough, and it shouldn't get too hot either, because we're not using insulated pipes or anything. And then for this one, we run this up over the top and then just out to a vent, or even just like up and out, like so. Cool. All right, it's looking good. There's some food. So we have our magical pill. We'll leave that in here as well. We're not going to need that for a while. Tracker cartridge we won't need. I say that. I'm sure we'll need it soon when I get lost, and then I'll feel foolish for not having it, but so be it. And this is a full vacuum right now. We can shut this off. Pick the battery. Battery's actually charging, which is cool. So we can take this opportunity to swap out the welder. All right, so next goal is going to be to get the arc furnace down. Get the auto lathe down. and then start trying to finish up the outside work area, because that's where we're going to be doing our work, of course. And in fact, I'm not going to be coming in here for a while. Well, I say that. I probably will. I just don't want to have to use this every time as an airlock. Even though it works, it's not like super convenient. So I kind of would like to get this situation resolved. So we're just going to go outside. We're going to bring this like so. Let's put it over here. Okay, so let's go grab the rest of the stuff we need to finish this, because it's quite a bit of stuff. We need the auto lathe. We need the arc furnace. We need plastic sheets. We do not need a road flare. That can stay here. We don't need anything from there. Hydroponic supplies we'll be doing soon, but not right this second. Don't need any of that yet. Okay, what do we got? We have radiators for some reason. Utility. Oh, pipe cowl will work, actually. Pipe cowl is basically the same thing as a... we also have insulation. That's super cool. And what is this shit? Oh, this is our atmospherics kit. 2 atmospherics kits. That's cool. All right, and the rest of that stuff we don't really need. This must be to help us with cooling early on. Oh, I should grab these tanks before I misplace them. So we have 1 oxygen tank here, which we will take over. We'll take it inside so we can start breathing soon. Very important. Being able to breathe, kind of a big deal. I don't know if you guys know this. Sort of important as a human. You need to be able to breathe. Don't know who came up with that idea. It wasn't my... It's not mine. But that is how it is, so... That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do, right? Okay. So then we go in here. We can actually insulate this pipe here so that we're not getting extra heating from the exterior. And then we should be able... I gotta wire this up first. We should be able to just run this to vacuum out this room. Okay, watch out for you. So it is Wednesday, so you know what I'm gonna ask next. How's everybody's week going? Mine is going pretty good. I've been working from home, so just get to chill around the house and wear my pajamas all day. It's great. I love it. Wish every day could be this good. Some days at work are okay, but being at home, that's where I like to be. Let's go ahead and open this. Okay, it opened. It's a little toasty in here. Did I bring the AC in? I did. Good. So let's get some oxygen cooking. And by cooking, I mean, you know, not cooking. The opposite of that. Cooling. Battery. Okay, and set to... Oh, set to cold. Turn it on. And we're going to let out a little bit of air here. That way the AC has something to cool down. Once we have enough pressure, we should be able to breathe. I'm going to put the atmospherics kits in here. We're going to need those soon, but we don't need them right now. Where does the waste heat go? It goes into this liquid nitrogen canister. Once this heats up too much, it stops cooling. So it's not, the air conditioners no longer break physics. They actually have a coolant canister that you can swap out and replace, which is very nice from a, like, me not wanting to use exploits standpoint. They spoil me. My hatred of exploits and mods. All right. So we can actually turn this off. It's actually pretty reasonably temperatured in here. Let's better check how much gas is in here. We don't want to run out. think once we get 22 kilopascals, that should be enough pressure. Give it one more, 23 maybe. Should be good enough for us to walk around in here. Okay, so we should be able to open our helmet and drink. Awesome. What do you do with the warm liquid nitrogen? You have to cool it back down or just release it, but then you have to make more cold liquid nitrogen if you want to still have cooling. So you take what you can get, I guess. All right, so we should be able to do this. Awesome. Okay, so now there is and I should probably insulate this actually. Hold on. And how do I feel about that? I kind of feel like I should set it up the way that I normally do, just to avoid any like potential mishaps that could happen. Once I have this set up to be an actual airlock, then maybe it'll be okay, but right now I think it's more important to do it right. I say as I do it wrong. How am I doing this? I basically need to have a cowl like Batman. Damn it. Give me the cowl. Okay. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the cowl. Okay, this needs to go out, and then we're gonna go outside and finish this. It's gonna be a little weird looking because of how this has to be done. There. And then we put the insulation on the outside. Cool. All right, that should be good. And then we go inside and put the cowl on the end. Yep, that should work. So this cowl should work just fine. Okay, perfect. So now when we go in, we vent, it goes back into the room. And then we open, we go out into our work area. Cool. Okay, now get on to the next bit of work we gotta do. Gotta finish these floors and make sure they are mined out properly. So next up is the mining. Did kind of dig into the side of a hill here for some reason, but I think it'll look all right. Just get these with a quick blast from our drill. Just think we'll see how far we've come as we dismantle this and move into our new base someday. I don't want to promise it, but I would actually like to, you know, finish a base on Vulcan at least once. Let's grab you, because I don't think I want this to be here. I think I want this to be over here. I think I want the auto lathe to be here. So first one on the left is the auto lathe. Oh, what? Didn't push it back far enough, I guess. There we go. You over here. We'll need you later. Then grab a arc furnace. And then we need to run some power from inside here out to the furnace and the auto lathe. I believe it's the second one that needs. Okay, there we go. Right, you can't double tap F anymore to put stuff back where you want it. That's too bad. That was always a nice feature. Plastic. screwdriver. There we go. Okay.
Losing his mind.
Oh my god. Lupus.
And I'm reaping
Holy
all the
moly.
benefits.
Also, hello, Captain Sandwich. Okay, let me go through this.
Losing
So
his
thank you,
mind.
Lupus. Philip wants to know what the the pipe
I'm
going
reaping
to
all
the
the
outside
benefits.
does. It oh, there's stop. You're asking too many questions,
Losing his
Philip.
mind.
This pipe vents to the outside. This pipe goes back
And I'm reaping
into
all the benefits.
our habitable zone. Okay, Lupus, thanks a ton. Let's see. Who got those?
Losing his mind.
Hex got one. The Randy Construct,
And I'm reaping all the
Hinson,
benefits.
Jack PS9, and Constant J. Congratulations.
Losing his mind.
And be sure to thank Lupus for all the
I'm reaping all the
wonderful
benefits.
gift subs you have received. What does double tapping F do now? It does nothing. That's the problem. Why do I need a pipe that goes to the outside? Well, this one needs to vent the air from the airlock so that it becomes, so I can vacuum it out. This one just runs outside because I can't run it straight through the door. There's a door in the way. And oh, what did she say? She said, "Sup, ya salty old fart." Not much, you know, just gaming, living my life, trying to enjoy what little time I have on this earth, playing video games. But everybody wants me to have to work all the time. Quite frankly, it's disgusting. Oh, what did I just do? I just grabbed the battery. Portable generator. I don't think we need that for a while. Battery charger, sure. Solar charger, also sure. Works for me. Okay. We have some frames here. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more frames to make this look appropriate. All right, Rilip says, when you have outside air in the airlock, you need to vent it back out. When you have inside air, you can vent it back in. I am venting it back in. It's going back into the habitable zone. I can't vent it into the airlock when I'm standing in it. That wouldn't make any sense. All right, let's get these walls up here. Unless you've got some kind, is this like a bit? Next bit. All right, that's done. I have no iron sheet. Oh, I do have some iron sheets, but we should probably make more. Okay, so now we're gonna have to start mining. I have a little bit of time here. Might as well go hit the mines and try to grab some stuff from the local area that I'm not gonna want to interact with once I've built up a bit. We have some uranium up here. Get the iron. Lupus says, bullshit, time I have left, I'll outlive everybody. It's true, I am filled with a lot of spite, which means I will live the longest and everybody will hate me. It's great. Well, I don't know about great, but it's all right. It sucks though, because I'm the one who has to do everything. Like, I gotta have a job and I gotta go to work and I gotta take showers daily like some kind of caveman. I hate it. Meanwhile, when I used to go to the game store, nobody there showered. Nobody had jobs. They just show up and play Magic all day and then go home to live in their mom's basement or wherever they lived. And I'm like, man, I'm over here. I gotta like have responsibilities and I gotta have money, pay bills, and these guys are just living it up. To be fair, they were high schoolers, but it shouldn't make a difference. They should get jobs. I had a job when I was in high school. I hated it. Everyone else should have to suffer just like me. See, I'm on my way to becoming a boomer. Don't worry. I'll get there soon. All right, how much time do we want to spend out in the environment where we're getting roasted alive by the giant black hole? Correct. 0 time. But unfortunately, we have to, on account of this is where we live. I've thrown my lot in with the black hole. All right, let's grab a little bit more coal. We're not gonna need it for now, but might as well take it. And then we can start smelting this iron. Gonna be very important.
Air tank low.
Oh, air tank low. Uh-oh. It's not good. It must be getting a little too hot. Let's try to get this started. I realize I don't have a battery, so never mind. Get some air. I should probably grab the other air tank at some point. That song turned 30 this year. Wait, what song turned 30 this year? Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, Jack PS9 is rating. Jack PS9 just got a gift sub, so welcome everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the Stationeers stream. We're playing Stationeers, a wonderful game that everybody should play. Wait, I did? Yeah. Lupus just dumped a bunch of gift subs and you got one. Congratulations. Oh, we need air. Hold on. Oxygen, please. Yep, we were definitely low on oxygen. Open up our waste tank. Check the temps. Temps are good. We have a battery, which I will use to, I guess, power the arc thingy. Probably swap these out, actually. Okay, let's think about this. We have solar power. Solar power is good right now. Do we need anything else? We don't need that. We don't need that. Oxygen was included, Rilip. That game is a lie. They do include oxygen when you start. It's just you have to make it after you run out of your initial oxygen. I mean, if you started with no oxygen, your dupes would just die, so the game would be over very quickly. So we can set up like a little desk area here. The microwave that we're eventually going to use. Look how easy it is to set up a microwave in real life. Well, in a video game, I guess. As for those of you who don't know, Rilla spent 8 hours trying to install a microwave. We still give him shit for it. He'll never live it down. Sort of a running joke. Hardcore mod for oxygen not included. Your dupes last as long as they can hold their breath. You better get some oxygen quick. Better figure it out. My buddy's been playing oxygen not included, and sometimes he'll ask me to like hop on and help him with a problem. And I'm always down for it because I love that game. I wish more people played. Wish I played more, actually. So I am my own. I am part of the problem. I don't play enough. Wish I did. Okay, so we're gonna start by getting the ceiling finished, and then we will finish once we have more iron. We'll finish the frames and frame them up all the way. Oop, hello. Because we can last for quite a bit with our starting supplies. This isn't the brutal start, which I don't even want to try the brutal start on Vulcan or Venus. Just seems like it would be miserable. Sure, there's some mad lad out there who's done it though. There's our first batch of iron. So we will need to get some iron sheets. Not to be confused with the Iron Sheik, the wrestler, who I believe was Iranian when I looked them up. All right, well, okay, Rilip says, how about that dang microwave had an LED burnout? Now every number 2 looks funny. Oh no. So you spent all that time and all that money getting that microwave installed and purchased, and now it's like broken or something? That's hilarious. Share more stories about the microwave, Rilip. Share all the stories. This is great. This is good stuff. Let's get the floor. So my goal for our workshop area is to vacuum it out, because then we can operate in here during the day without roasting, which is kind of important on Vulcan, where temperatures get into like the 700s, 800s. 700 right now, actually. And but I don't need the workshop to be pressurized because I can work out here in a spacesuit. It was a hand me. It wasn't even a new microwave. What the heck? Spent 8 hours installing a hand-me-down microwave. Let's see. Jack PS9 just got the IC10 programming. Managed to auto smelt and centrifuge my dirty work. Nice. That's 700 Celsius. 700 degrees Celsius. It gets very hot. It's hot enough to smelt steel, at least in the game. I don't know how they smelt steel in real life. I mean, if it's hot enough to smelt steel, I feel like I wouldn't be walking around in a spacesuit either, but what do I know? I'm not a physics expert. It was 14 degrees Celsius here. Oh, nice. Lucky you. Okay, so that is... This is now sealed, I believe. So now we just need to get some doors, which is going to require copper. So for 2 doors, it would cost 6 copper. So we can just split off some copper here. Nice. Grab the iron, throw it in there. We'll get the doors, and then we will we'll get this thing cooking. I think we can do that right now. Because we are going to need vents instead of the other thing. I know they have a name. Cowls, which is not a word I've heard used in reference to that, but I guess I'm not a... Wait, oh, that's our drill. Okay, I see. So that must be correct. I assume they know their stuff. Maybe it's Australian. Jack PS9 says, if you think that is bad in Planet Crafter when you first land on the planet, me and some others did the math, but your character should instantly freeze to death. Well, you're wearing a spacesuit, so, you know, I don't know. Man, Planet Crafter was a ride. Although it did start to really slow down towards the end, at least on the difficulty I was on. I swear I spent most of my time just, like, making new creatures to put in my stables. Like, well, this one looks cool, I guess. We'll do that one. The one there. And that's done. Cool, cool, cool. Turn those off to save power. And then make a manual hatch. We need 1 iron sheet to finish this. That should be the last of the iron sheets we need for a while. We can hopefully upgrade this. Oh my god.
Mathregan.
Yeah, fuck you, Mathregan. You know what you did. You stole Chucky's moves. Alright. You only ever played... Oh yeah, I played a... That's the only... it's the only proper difficulty to play Planet Crafter on. If you're not worried about dying constantly in the early game, you're not doing it right. That's my philosophy. There was a point I was going to the underwater ruins area and I almost died. Like, my character was blacking out as I pushed up into the oxygenated area. It was so scary because I was gonna lose like 20 hours of progress at that point. But I popped out Subnautica style, started breathing, my heart was pounding, and I was like, oh, I'm never doing that again. And then every time I left home, I was traveling with like 3 oxygen refills, even though I could breathe the atmosphere, just because, you know, you only have to have that happen once and then you learn. Okay, so we have almost finished vacuuming. I guess I should open this door, make sure we get everything. And yes, for those of you who are not or who are new here and aren't normally here, Lupus is lurking. She's gonna miss the panty raid. That's all right. We have some spooky Halloween soundboard clips for your I would say listening pleasure. That might not be the right word though, but if you'd like to redeem them, They are 500 channel points, and you pick one and play it, and it's funny, and everybody laughs, and then we clap, and then we go on with the rest of the evening. So give them a try if you want. I think they're pretty cool. Most of them were picked out by Emmykins, our resident horror expert. So if you have any problems with them, take them up with her and not me. All right, we got to get the rest of the oxygen tanks in here. Let's do that. We need a lot of things, actually. A lot of things need to be happening right now. Oh, there we go. Psycho. You know, there is a K-pop song called Psycho. It doesn't really evoke Psycho the film at all, which I guess makes sense, because why would it, right? All right, what do we need for our active vent? I guess we're gonna need gold. Yeah, we're gonna need gold for that. Just 1 gold, which we don't currently have, but we can easily get. So let's start bringing. Actually, let's mine first. We're gonna get out here. We're gonna get some gold. I think I saw some over here earlier. And then we are going to we're gonna bring the other stuff into the base so we can start breaking down the lander. Because the storm will be coming. Probably not soon, but the sooner we have all our stuff out of the way, the less we have to worry about it coming to wreck all of our goodies. All right, how much gold is that? Not very much. We're gonna need more. Okay, I better not go too far from the base. There's more gold here. How did I miss that? Yeah, without the beacon on, I should stay within visual distance. That's silver. We don't need silver right now. More iron is good. We can always use more iron, especially when we get into steel making, when we get our furnace down. There's also a Post Malone song called Psycho, which is also not Psycho. Kind of one of his slower songs. He, of course, recently, in Taylor Swift's new album, was on there for a duet called Fortnite, which is the new theme song for the hit video game Fortnite. Just letting you guys know, because I know you're all too old to be aware of who Taylor Swift is. Or Post Malone, for that matter. Got some food, lots of water.
I shot him 6 times. What? I shot him 6 times.
Shot him 6
I
times.
shot him in the heart. Can't have gotten very.
You're crazy,
I
Dr.
shot him
Loomis.
6 times. Yeah. This guy, this man, he's not human.
Oh boy. Oh, what a great clip. What is a Swift? Well, there are many different things that Swift could mean. For example, it could mean the Pokemon move from the hit video game series Pokemon, or Pokemon as you may know it. There's also Thomas A. Swift, which is from a short story by somebody where he goes to Africa and hunts things with an electric rifle. That's where the term taser comes from. It's an acronym for Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. What was I doing again? Oh, right. I was bringing the tanks inside so we could have water and stuff. Kind of important. There we go, water. So we'll have enough water for the plants when we eventually get the plants going. Rip Chonkachu. Swift always hits. Rilip says that song gets so much radio play. What, Fortnite? It's a good song. It's got Taylor Swift, it's got Post Malone. It's like a love song, or I guess whatever the equivalent is for Zoomers. because they don't really believe in love anymore. I know that's very important. They were mad about sex scenes in movies because, like, what's the point? We've talked about this many times. All right, so there's those. Next, I will grab some of the crates. The sun is coming up. So let's try to condense. Okay, that one's empty. Start condensing these down into one, if possible. What is this? This is another active vent. What the hell? How many active? Wait, we have passive vents too? Oh man, I'm a dummy, guys. I'm sitting here like a moron using the wrong stuff. They gave me pipes and everything. What the heck? Oh, brother. Okay, well, that's on me for not using the correct thing, I guess. There's a labeler too. Look at that. We got a free labeler. Neat. Oh, I'm doing it the hard way. Well, you know what? At least that frees us to use this for what I was going to use it for, which is just as a airlock area. And now I can go fix my actual airlock with real vents. I was like, did they take away the passive vents? No, I was just looking in the wrong crate because I am the dumb. It's okay. We'll get it figured out, guys. Don't worry. We do need to wire this up though. So let me grab the cable. Should have enough to do this. Let's run cable out here. And throw that on the ground. Grab that. If Mighty Stoosh was here, he could have told me. Could have been like, sorry, you dummy. Why are you doing it the hard way? We could set up this. No, we're not using it yet. It'll at least take some of the pressure off of my inventory slots. Yeah, so this should work. So now I can use this to vent out everything while we start moving the tanks inside. There we go. Gotta make sure we don't let any outside air in, because oxygen and hot volatiles do not mix, guys. I don't know if you know this. I feel like we've talked about it many times, but some of you still don't understand. There will be an explosion if any volatiles gets into my oxygenated living space. It's true, I don't listen to chat. I mean, you're right. I probably should. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of streaming on Twitch, is you watch chat and you see what they're saying and then you go from there. I think some streamers don't understand how important chat is to, like, your very existence. It's sort of the whole reason you're doing this, I hope. You know what? Honestly, I don't mind this cowl design because that frees a lot of space from the door. So I'm going to leave that one. I am going to swap this one out here with a passive vent, though. Rilip reminded me to do halftime 3 times on Monday, and I still didn't do it. I didn't want to do it. I was busy. I was in the middle of a war or something. Halftime is optional. We do halftime when I say we do halftime. Oh, okay. Oh, this little ramp is kind of helpful. All right, let's go ahead and remove this. Oop, don't remove that. That would be bad. Don't ever remove that. And then we put a passive vent down. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay. Now we are going to move the solar panels over here. I think. Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm just going to move this one. Specifically this one only. Because I want to leave this slot open for possibly something else down the line. But I'm willing to do this. Because that doesn't look too bad, you know? Windows, solar panel on top. Got kind of a classic design to it. And then grab the glass. We will do halftime tonight, so don't worry about that. Then we need to grab the wind turbines. And can I put these on glass? These cannot be on glass. These have to be on frame. So we'll put 1, 2, 3. And then when I do the furnace, we'll put the furnace over here to avoid any possible potential somethings. Now, that is probably not the most efficient way to put cable down, but that's how I'm going to do it. So deal with it. That looks good. We can always print out more cable if we need it. Okay, you know what? No, this is stupid. Why would I do it the more stupider way when I have the very obvious, more efficient way staring me in the face? I don't know. I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. Sometimes I think there's something wrong with my brain. But I live in America, so it's too expensive to go to the doctor and find out. Would just cause more problems than it solves, I think. Alright, let's get this show. Okay, so this is the trader box. This is the hydroponics one. We're going to want to take this one in with us. Let's grab it. Just bring the whole crate with us. Very convenient. Well, it's a little bit unwieldy, but at least we can carry it with us. With these guys, you tend to want to... I didn't leave that on. Oh my god.
Power low.
Power low. Okay. Not a problem. We can just swap that out. Then we need to put this in this room. Like I said, a little unwieldy. We'll let that keep running. We'll close the door, or at least try to. Suck out the airlock. Oh, Rilip says I should have just told them we're not doing it tonight. Okay, fair enough. I'll do that next time. Uh-oh. Trapped. We're trapped. Trapped. I can't crouch. There's no crouch button. Okay, I got an idea. That's not true. I don't have an idea. I was just kind of hoping. Is there no crouch button? There isn't. Okay. We're gonna have to do this then. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that works. Yeah, it got a little glitchy there for a second, but I think it's gonna be alright. Alright, so the hydroponics have arrived. This is wonderful news. Oh, jeez. Stop glitching out, man. Just chill. Just chill. Just stay right there. You're gonna be okay. Alright, hydroponics. I guess while we're in here, we can set it up. The sooner we get this going, the less we have to worry about other potential problems in the future regarding oxygen. Okay, so we have 10 slots. So honestly, I might just do like a long line along the wall here. Or maybe just do this. Yeah, that's probably better. We set our water tank like this. Just need the one. We do have the water tank is out in the main area though, so we'll have to go fix that. Then the wrench. Okay, so we should now be able to get water. We have a bit of a conundrum here with regards to the water situation, because I think I want to have a pipe coming off the end going into a water dispenser right here, but maybe we could just put it over here. Like, it doesn't really matter too much where it is specific, or we could just put it on the floor. Who cares? Put it on the dang floor, man. It doesn't matter. We don't need a grow light, I don't think, at least not yet. The water bottle filler can just go right here. Perfect. Look at that. Convenient. Then we need water. Hello. Pardon me, ma'am. I should probably have my helmet unlocked when I'm in here.
Air tank critical.
There we go. Open up the waste tank. Can drink some water. And even with all this extra space in here, I'm still running out. All right, extra power. And avoid fires. Dismiss to acknowledge. Dismiss. Okay, we've acknowledged. Dismiss completed. So they want me to refill my oxygen canister. I feel like I've done that. Oh, I guess it just says dismiss to acknowledge. And then we need a stacker and printers. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry, game. Okay. We need the water from outside. Gonna move all this stuff into the locker. Put these seeds down. So we're gonna plant those here shortly. Probably not all of them. At least not right away. Pipes. Utility kit. Filling up water canister later. That, so we can break this down. And there we go. Another one down. These will come in handy later when we are moving stuff back and forth between bases, as we will eventually end up moving. But for right now, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. So we have vacuumed out this area. Very nice. So it's safe in here for now, which is cool. Shoot, the pipe cow. Forgot those. It's on? Not on. Just looks like it's on. Grab the water. The liquid tanks and the gas tanks at least are easy enough to move. Unlike the big lockers. Oh, the vacuum already, so just open the door. So we'll wrench this down here. Eventually, once I get on there, a little bit janky. All right, wrench it down. There we go. All right, so we now have water. So we should theoretically be able to start growing seeds. Barely growing. There's probably not enough pressure yet. So I will just let it, I'll let that one grow, and then it'll kind of be like our reverse canary in the coal mine. It'll tell us when it's safe to start planting things. We have walls. I don't think I need more walls ever. We are going to need more frames and glass sheets, so we'll hold on to those. This active vent is currently not useful to me. All right, it is night, so it is time. In a second, we're gonna go mining, and I should crack open, not the food, the water. We're gonna have a lot of water bottles by the end of all this. If it's empty, I'm just gonna throw it over here in the corner. All right, locking helmet, closing helmet, opening airlock. Going out into our workshop. All right, it is time then to get some mining. Let's get mining. My favorite part of the game, running around mining. All right, what do we need? We need gold, we need copper, we will eventually need silver and stuff, but I'm just gonna focus on the basics right now. So, iron, copper, gold. Yeah, just those right now. Also, remind me to set up the tracker next time I go out mining, so I don't accidentally get myself lost at some point. But before we start doing any longer, further expeditions, I gotta make sure I set that up. And now Rilip's gonna, yeah, see, he's already reminding me, even though it's way too early. That's like reminding me that I have a dentist appointment in 6 months. Gee, thanks. Supposed to remind me like the day before or the week before. Which they do. I'm not blaming the dentist for being bad at this. Just Rilip mostly. He thinks he's being funny. Wait, what house are you in tonight, Rilip? Maybe you are being funny. Let's see how accurate it is. Please be in house smartass. Ah, damn it. Well, oh, I guess that's good. All right, 10 points to house smartass. Congratulations. You got out of this one. Next time you won't be so lucky. And for those of you who are not currently sorted, feel free to sort yourself. It's fun. It doesn't actually do anything other than kind of let you get off the hook for being a dick in stream or in the chat. I can always be a dick on the stream, but in chat, you gotta play by the rules. Looks like Smartass might win the House Cup tonight because they actually got some points. I don't think anybody keeps track of the points. I certainly don't. If you'd like to keep track of points, I will award the house you're in points. How does that sound? What? It's like, if you would like to handle all of this, I will reward your house with the most points. These points do nothing. They are meaningless. I'm already lost. Oh shit. How did that happen? Oh no. Okay, no, it's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Just, okay, I see the lander. It's a good thing we didn't take the lander down yet. Kind of got a nice silhouette to it. Yeah, we got to get the beacon going. Thanks for reminding me, Rilip. Oh, switchgrass is starting to grow. That's a good sign. I should mine some of this rock out too, so I'm not running through a little mini mountain every time I come back to the base. Right, lock it, suck it, open it, continue sucking. Okay, we have iron. And what, okay, we don't need to worry about the vents anymore. So now it's gonna mostly be, we need to make a furnace, which I will be doing here shortly. I think we can make one now. What does a furnace take? Furnace, regular ass furnace, takes 10 copper. Well, I have a whole stack of copper here I could smelt, so we'll go ahead and do that. And as long as we're not using too much power, the windmills and the solar power should be enough to keep us going for a very long time. I also like a locker. How about a locker? My ores. Rilip said I had equal odds of you seeing the message immediately and you seeing the message when the stream ended. If the stream ended, I wouldn't have ever seen it. But that's actually a good bet. And I do remember the one time you're referring to, Rilip. Speaking of which, I should go out there and grab some of the stuff here. Set up the locker here. I guess straight ahead is perfect, because that's where... Is this still full? I should empty this out. We can use this eventually as an actual scrubber. Turn on this one too. Alright, so we have a locker now. We can start storing ores, so we're not lugging them around in my backpack constantly. And then we'll have the furnace over here. This arc furnace will go. We'll have the furnace over here so it's not interfering with the windmills when we set up the vents. We can have one of the printers here. We can start setting up stackers at some point. Yeah, lots of... It's going good, actually. Okay, turn this on or off. Oop, put it down. Turn it to suck. Swap out this battery. Lots of things happening right now. Actually, no, we don't need the battery in there anymore. We can hold on to this guy. I think the next thing we need is the electronics printer. That's the big one. All right, we're in a vacuum. Good. Open the door. We got nitrogen. So there's our extra nitrogen for later. That's nice and cold if we need it. We have an extra battery now. All right, how is our switchgrass doing? Barely growing. Okay, understandable. Oh, that's perfect. We can actually see the pressure. So facing to the left, the tank will be facing forward. That's exactly what I need to know. We're inside so I can put my helmet. I need to go out and grab the stuff out of the thing. That's what I was gonna do. So I can set the beacon up too, because the beacon is in there. Oh, copper's done. Cool. Now I can make more power cable if we need to. The sun is coming up, or the black hole is coming up, so let's hurry up and get this done. So we have the trading stuff. Survival supplies, that's our beacon. Okay, cool. Mining supplies, we got those explosive bits we could maybe use. If I find a good place to put them. Maybe we could use that for, oh, we could use that to excavate a tunnel or a big area that we could then, it'll dig out. Chad, help me out here. It'll excavate a big area so then we can build a base in a mountain, which is what I always try to do on Vulcan. There's a big mountain over there. That's perfect. That's like the close, well, there's a smaller one over there, but I think if we're gonna build in a mountain, we might as well go for the big one, right? Why would you settle for less? We gotta move this stuff into here. Some, like, I don't know, they give us these flags. I guess the flags could be useful in some situation. I've never seen a reason to use them. Maybe in multiplayer it makes more sense. You can mark an area and be like, hey, I put some flags down where I found a mineable vein of something. Go find the flags and whatever. But in single player, I don't think I've ever even thought about putting down flags. Let's grab this guy. I don't know where I'm gonna put this yet. I'll just bring it inside. Hopefully I can maneuver it. There we go. There was some food in there that we can bring into the main area. But there's also some other junk, so we'll just put it over here in the corner for now. We're not using this part of the room. Is it full? It is full. No, it's not full all the way. But here's the beacon. So, okay, so the beacon is going to be super useful because we can put it inside and we can have the solar charger in there, and then we can charge it with the solar charger instead of having to use the like one of the APCs to charge. Basically frees up a slot and doesn't eat into our power. We have some water here, so we're gonna bring these inside. We'll bring the mining supplies out here. This stuff is all gonna go outside anyway. This is wreckage. We don't need that inside. Let's pop inside. Vacuum. Grab the beacon. We get the beacon like right here, and grab the charger, put the charger next to it, so we can always try to keep the battery in the tracker charged whenever we're going out. So we have food. Oh, look at that. We can just put a battery in there now, and voila. food. We have egg. Don't need egg. Don't need window. Don't even need frames, really. Do need extinguisher. Well, we might need the extinguisher. Not right now, though. Okay, we can swap this out for the tracker chip. We can go mining. Then I don't have enough gold for a full stack. We probably don't need to do a full stack of gold, honestly. We'll just do little bits. It's 30 degrees though now, so I should probably keep an eye on the temps. Turn on the AC next time we're in there. All right, for here, how much do we need to make the electronics printer? We need 2 gold. That's it, huh? Okay, let's wait until we're in a vacuum before we do this. But you know what? It should be fine. It's small enough. It shouldn't cause any problems. You just gotta watch out if there was a lot of and honestly, I don't think there's volatiles in here. I think it's whatever came off of the iron we smelted. But if you have outside air and you smelt gold, the gold will release oxygen, which will then ignite. It won't be a big, I mean, depending on how much gold you're smelting, it won't be a lot, but it's still kind of nasty. So I was watching a video, speaking of microwaves, I was watching a video. Somebody was making, you guys might be familiar with Brutal Moose. His most recent video from a month ago, he was making microwave hot dog tacos, which just sounded like, I like hot dogs and I like tacos, but I don't think they should mix. They should not go, they don't go together. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of food. First of all, microwaved hot dogs are just not very good. And second of all, why would you put a hot dog in a taco? You've got a perfectly good hot dog bun right there. Boggles the mind why anybody would write a book like this. I realize it was the whatever decade microwaves were kind of like a new thing. People were trying to figure out how to use them. It's like, oh look, you can make all of your favorite foods in the microwave. Guess that's kind of true. Yeah, I remember seeing a like an old ad for an oven-sized microwave that could cook a turkey in like an hour or something. Like, why would you want to have a microwave turkey? Wouldn't that taste awful? And then I remembered that every year I have a pretty awful turkey that my mother-in-law makes, so what difference does it make whether it's microwaved or cooked poorly? At least she doesn't throw out the dark meat anymore. Okay, so here's our, so we're gonna get the trading thing down soon. Huh. I've run out of space. No, put this there. Let's get the furnace made then. Because once we can get the furnace, then we don't need the arc furnace anymore. Just throw out meat? Why would you do that? Have you not heard this story, Hex? This is classic Star Shard lore. So, 1 year for Thanksgiving, my mother-in-law was making, I don't remember. I mean, I guess turkey. And nobody else in Emmy's family likes dark meat. It's just me. I'm the only one who would rather have the dark meat. Which is, you know, whatever. Everybody's got their preferences. But Emmy's mom makes an entire turkey. And I don't know if you guys know this, but an entire turkey is like half dark meat and half white meat. And if you don't use the dark meat, you've wasted half the turkey. I don't know if that's the actual ratio, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I borked it. Oh, whatever. We'll fix it. There. Okay. Now do it again. Make my furnace that I wanted. And anyway, so Emmy got some of the dark meat for me, and the rest was just thrown out. Just like that. Just tossed into the garbage. And I had the same thing. I felt the same way. Like, first of all, that's delicious meat. Why would you throw it out? Second of all, why do you make an entire turkey if you're only eating half of it? It's crazy town is what it is. If you don't like it, just put it in a sandwich. I think they dislike it so much they don't even want to put it in sandwiches. We'll have to talk to Emmykins about that. I definitely put it on sandwiches. It's delicious. It's good stuff. All right, we better run the AC for a bit here. Cool things down. We will eventually set up a real air conditioning setup, probably over here. The next thing we want to do is set up a landing pad docking port type situation. And for that, we already have everything we need, actually. We have a bunch of steel whatchamacalls. So maybe that's what I'll go do today. Get a little more pressure going. Barely growing. So should make a plant analyzer at some point to keep an eye on that thing. But ever since then, Emmy's been pretty good about basically getting all the dark meat, and then, you know, if we gotta throw it out, we throw it out when it's no longer edible after like a week or two. I try to use it all because it's delicious, but you could only have so much turkey, and there's only so many meals where it's still good. All right, how is our oh boy, the coolant canister is rapidly heating up. I suppose, okay, so that's what the nitrogen's for. So once this is heated up, you can just open it. So when it stops cooling, you can open it, release the nitrogen gas into the air, and then refill it at the liquid nitrogen tank. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's like a nice story that makes everything feel okay. I tell the dark meat story, and everybody's like, oh, I remember that story. I like that story. Warm and fuzzy. Should I lock my helmet here? What the fuck is this shit? This is a little game called Stationeers. One of my most favoritist survival crafting space games. Similar to Space Engineers. I think that's what it's called. It's been a long time since I played it. But this one, I think this one does it best. There's a lot of programming that goes into it. Although Archean, I guess, is the newer one that everybody's got a big hard-on for that I don't think I can even play because it only works on certain video cards. Rilip, do you know anything about this game? Urban's been playing it, so I'm sure you know something about it. Oh, that's not good. Wires, crowbar to construct. I do want to try it at some point, but like I said, you gotta have a certain type of video card that I don't have. All right, now we need iron sheets, I think. 2 iron sheets ought to do it. Yeah, Archean. I think from what I've seen of watching Urban play it and watching Discount play it, is that it looks similar to this mixed with what's the other game I'm thinking of? Oh, no, oh, damn it. Why is this so difficult? Requires wrench. That's why it's so difficult, because it requires like 6 different things. Okay, and then what? Welding torch and iron sheets. Okay. 2 more iron sheets. Iron sheets. Philip thinks it would be right up my alley. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, I've been interested in it, but it only works on either only AMD or only NVIDIA, and I have the not whatever that is, whichever the wrong one is. Okay, so we got some valves here. Very cool. So we need to set this up to go out. Yes, okay, that is correct. And to maximize that, we're going to use this thing. I will need some passive. Actually, we can just use a cowl for this. We do have that extra cowl inside. I should grab that. Probably don't need to have that stuff inside. Got to program your own SAS. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds exciting. Wait, no, it doesn't. Why would I want to do that? I guess it could be fun. Like, it's a learning experience. Sure. But I don't have to do that in KSP. Make your own autopilot. Buy YouTube video for that. Like, here's how you could make your own autopilot in a Kerbal Space Program. Like, why on earth would I want to do that in the, like, terrible stage editor that KSP gives us? All right, so basically what this is going to do is the furnace will fill up. I mean, we're going to have to set up a system for this, but it's going to suck in hot outside gas and vent used gas, basically. So now we get to add the next portion here, which is going to be this. And that's going to go up here. And we're going to grab a passive vent, which we should be able to get pretty easily. You can just move this stuff out of the way. One passive vent. Wait a minute. Aha! I knew I missed a spot. I always do. Passive vent, I think, is just iron. Yeah, 3 grams of iron. So let's grab, actually, no, let's just cook up another fresh stack of iron here. Oh, never mind. I deleted it. Whoops. All right, well, that's gonna complicate things slightly. Oh, a lot of things are gonna be complicated, actually, by me doing that. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I didn't grab the cowl either, did I? This game is sad, like my hairline. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I mean, I think my hairline's a lot sadder than this game. You're right about my hairline, though. It goes all the way back. It's like back here at this point. Just terrible. Like, every year it just scoots back a little more. It's a real bummer. Don't get old, kids. Actually, you know what? That's terrible advice, because I started losing my hair at like junior year of high school. And then I joined the army. They shaved it off, and then by the time I was allowed to grow it back, it was gone. Just the worst. All right, let's grab there was a cowl. Yes, a cowl. 1 cowl, please. And then we need a couple of other things. Do I even have a hairline anymore? I think if I grow it out, like if I just let what's left grow, it mostly is just like along the side and around the back. And there's still like a couple of hairs up on top, but they're more like unsightly than anything. I'm surprised. It's been like, how many years humans have been around? People have been trying to figure out how to fix baldness, and the best anyone can come up with is, We'll take some hair from like your back and put it on your head, I guess. Like that's there's nothing? That's the best you got? How embarrassing. Oh wait, this needs to be an active vent, shoot. Yeah, passive vent's not gonna do it, guys. Wait, we have an active vent. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Build me a base and I shall come. Well, you're in luck, Vulcan Rider, because we're building a base on Vulcan. Sadly, this is not like the planet Vulcan from Star Trek. This is planet Vulcan from Stationers, which orbits a black hole, as I'm sure you're well aware. Okay, I need an active vent. Okay, and then the problem is going to be we need to get the electronics printer. So yeah, we need to get the arc furnace back down, unfortunately. Baldness is rarely life-threatening. I mean, not in like a physical sense, I guess. It's more of a social sense. But on the other hand, yeah, I guess you're right. You can wear a hat or a toupee or whatever. I don't. I mean, I do wear a hat sometimes, but that's more because it sucks going outside. Okay, so that's good. We need to, we'll set up our lever and stuff so we can turn that on. But that is going to require a little bit of work with the old arc furnace. Sunburn melon? No sunburn. Well, I mean, I would if I didn't wear a hat. There was one time when I was still in the army, I went to an air show with some friends. And I'd never, at least I don't remember having ever been to an air show before then, so I didn't know exactly what it was going to entail. I went there, I had no hat. I was walking around for several hours. And by the time we got back to base, my head looked like, what's a red, not a tomato, but like, you know, it was pretty close. And that was, yeah, that was not a good time. It was, ugh. Anyway, I learned my lesson that day, and I always wear a hat when I go outside. I figure I can take the hat off if I don't need it, but it's better to have it. Okay, okay, there's the arc welder or furnace, whatever. We're gonna have to get a little bit of extra stuff before we can finish this. So we'll just put it down. Let's run it through the middle like this. Okay, what do we need? We need 2 iron sheets. 1, 2. This is just to make the electronics printer right now. We need some cable. We need some plastic. We need a screwdriver. All right, there we go. Now, we need to make a IO and a switch. We need 1 logic switch. So it's 1 gold and 1 copper. We'll make 1 gold and 1 copper. We'll try to make as little as we can in this thing. You know who doesn't ever wear a hat? Emmy, because she has so much hair. Like, she has enough hair for the both of us, guys. At least on her head. All right, 1 switch. All right, there we go. And now we can turn on, I think we use a lever, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. But I like the lever because then I can quickly see at a glance whether it's on or off. Unlike the switch, which is more, I don't know, more useful for lights, I think. Okay, now we need a lot of cable also. So I better, let's just throw some copper in there. We're gonna need a lot of it anyway. We need copper to make cables, so we can run the cable many lockers in here. Run the cable over here. So where is the thing? There it is. So this is gonna run through here. We'll have a loop. We'll have the IO here or somewhere nearby. Maybe down here would be a better spot. And that's gonna go up to the vent. So that way when the temperature's right, we can turn this on and it'll pull gas, the atmosphere, from outside and put it into the furnace. And it should get hot enough to smelt basically any of the early game stuff that we need. All right, next. Keep this thing on. What is the, okay, no, black hole's out. We can't do too much. I will turn this on and we'll go inside and eat and drink while we're waiting for things to happen. So a lot of this game is waiting for things to happen. So we'll open that up. We'll crack open a cereal bar. Nom 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 nom. Now, some people use the Minecraft eating sounds. If you ever watched a YouTube video, people will use the Minecraft eating sound. Insert clip here, editor. And I wonder, are there any other iconic video game sounds that everybody uses or a lot of people use as sort of a shorthand for something? Still barely growing, huh? Thinking maybe the hit sound from Battlefield, maybe? Actually, I don't know if that, oh, no, I'm thinking of Rust. I don't know, that there's like a little, like a certain like poof, and then there's like a little icon that shows up. I have no idea what it's from now that I think about it. Let's take off our suit so we can get our hygiene back while we wait. And in the meantime, do we need, we have so many iron walls. Why did they give me so many walls? What do they think I'm gonna do with it? I guess maybe they expect me to use walls instead of frames for a lot of things. I just really like walls. They're very useful. You can make glass ones that look good. Vulcan Rider had a day from hell yesterday. Had to go in to do some data center work. Expected to be there for 2 to 3 hours. Turns out there was a shooting at a nearby Gold's Gym, so they locked the building down. What? Shooting at a gym? What the? I thought exercise made you less shooty. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Not a video game per se, but what about the Wilhelm scream? That's true. Ever since I started listening for it, I've heard it in so many different movies. Kind of distracts me actually now. I think they should stop using it. It's annoying. You have anything? Portable connector, some crates. I did take down, I think I can't see it from here. I assume I took down the whatchamacall, the lander, right? Anybody see? Eh, it doesn't matter. Let's get our stuff on. The copper should be done by now. We can go get that done. Did I refill this up? I think I did, but can't hurt. Okay, close it up. Helmet's locked. Use the airlock. Here we go. All right, copper's done. So we need cables. Cable me. And the next is going to be IO, which I don't remember how much it's going to take. Probably a lot. Let's focus on making sure we can get everything wired up first. All right, almost done. We'll have to also remember we got to run it outside, so we'll need some extras for that. And we also have to hook up the IO stuff. So all told, probably want about 20 extra. Rillip says they weren't ready for these guns and then does the muscle thing. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Rilip, you should stream. You're so funny. I actually, me and Emmy have been watching home movies, an episode before bed every night. And last night was the one where Coach McGurk tries to become a comedian. And one of his jokes, so obviously they try to give him bad jokes so that he can bomb when he goes to the comedy club. But one of his jokes was so funny. I'm like, how did people not laugh at this? And I'll try to repeat it here, but as you know, when you tell a joke a second time, it's not as funny. It starts off, he says, I was staying at a hotel the other night, and you know how they have the porn on TV? So I thought, hey, you know, why don't I'll get some of that and I'll have a good night. And my mom turns to me and says, hey, shut that off right now. And boy, did I get a laugh out of that. And I don't know, those people at the club, I don't know what they're on, but that's good stuff. All right, we need 2 pieces of gold, I think. Up, 2 gold. 2 pieces of gold. It's funny when he says it, obviously, because it's John Benjamin, and he has a naturally funny voice. He's very fortunate that his normal speaking voice is so dang funny. Yeah, the delivery, it's perfect. But yeah, then he has to go back to being a coach, obviously, because nobody laughs at his comedy. And I felt bad for him, because it was, you know, the thing about comedy is it requires, they call it workshopping, basically. You have to hone your jokes, and you have to hone your delivery, and that requires telling jokes over and over and people not laughing, and then kind of, you know, experimenting with what gets people to laugh. And that takes a lot of time. So you know, people think comedy, it's an easy thing, but just you want it to seem spontaneous, but it's not actually spontaneous at all. It's a lot that goes into it. Okay, where are we gonna put these guys? Maybe right here would be the best, or on either side here. Well, we need a writer. What am I doing? Logic writer, please. There we go. We wire these up. Also, whatever happened to, like, I mean, I know a lot of the people are on Bob's Burgers now. How come Emo Phillips isn't in more stuff? All right, so we want to go in. Oh shoot, we gotta finish this thing first, or we can do that. We also need to hook up the vent outside, or it's not gonna work. I'm screwing this up, guys. There we go. Okay. So this all is locked up. So we have a writer and a reader and a writer. And the reader is going to read the lever, and the writer is going to write to the vent outside. So let's go out there. Yeah, okay, we did take the thing down. Good. Get out here and wire it all up so that it'll actually work. And we're also going to want a eventually we're going to want a, yeah, we want to set it, yeah, make sure it's set to on or set to in, so that'll suck in so that it goes into the furnace. And hopefully I have the furnace hooked up correctly. I'll double check that before we try to turn it on and cause an explosion of some kind. All right, that is the input. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so reader goes from cycle to lever, variable setting. Yes, okay. So lever reads the setting, which is currently 0. Currently 1. 0. 1. Okay, easy. Then we go to out, to active vent, in from the logic reader, and then out to on. Yes, okay. So we should be able to see now. I should make a little reader here. What is it called? A meter? Pipe meter. Requires iron and copper. Fortunately, I think we have some. You just pull out of here. And in a little bit, we won't have to worry about it because we'll have enough of everything from the furnace. It'll be great. So 1 pipe meter, please. There we go. All right. And with that, so now we can see if we turn this on, it'll start sucking in air from the outside. Now, right now it's garbage air. We don't care about that. It's useless. So we're going to open this to vent it out because you can see there's a vent here. The other thing we want to do is we're going to want to put a gas sensor outside and a monitor inside so we can monitor the air and only suck it in when it's especially hot out. So during midday, basically. So we'll just let that all drain. That's fine. So we have so much junk in here. The whole point, actually, oh no, while we're here, I can set up the trade thing. Good idea, guys. Computer stays inside. Landing pad goes outside. That stays inside. Dish goes outside. Steel goes outside. And vending machine can stay inside as well. We recently discovered that you can just have the vending machine inside. Not sure how beneficial that actually is, though. Okay, so here's where the landing pad's gonna be. And we're just gonna go out enough. I'm not gonna bother making like a expandable one. I think just the 3x3 will be fine. So like this, and then we can walk from over there to get over here. Is that 3? That is 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and weld it up. Steel sheets, there we go. And these only need to be welded once. And it looks like I need to replace the battery in this thing. And then I've got some steel frames here for the other stuff we're gonna need. We can just run steel frames all the way around. So we have a place to walk. Look at that. Looks good. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Cool. All right, so we need to set up the dish. The dish we're gonna just put up here. And that is going to be wired directly inside here. So we can set up a computer and that'll monitor everything without having to actually leave. I mean, you guys have seen me do this before, so it's nothing too crazy. What does this require? Oh, it probably requires iron sheets. Yeah, all right. We got to make some extra iron sheets. Whoa, is it halftime yet? Oh, it almost is. Oh, good. I can't wait. Emmy keeps sending me stuff, and then she gets mad when I don't show it, so hopefully we'll get to watch something hilarious tonight. Just completely insane in some way. You guys will be talking about it for weeks. Like when Eddie hit the crack pipe in that Don't Do Drugs video we watched, and I still think about it. Like, who cares about, what was her name, Jill? Overdosing on pills or whatever? Or Felipe crashing the car? No. Eddie hitting the crack pipe. If anything's gonna convince me to stay away from drugs, it's Eddie. It's like 8 years old and he's already on crack. It's great. Oh man. Okay. And this requires 1 cable coil. Happy to oblige. Excellent. Okay. Got some more steel sheets. Let's finish our welding. Get our little pathway going so we can walk over to the trader. Alright, looks good. Except for where it doesn't. Because there's copper sticking through the floor here. But otherwise, yeah, that looks great. Alright, and then we're gonna need, of course, a spot to put the actual, like, device, whatever it's called. Now that I think about it, this is gonna be kind of a weird placement. Yeah, how do I want to do this? Let me just run steel frames all the way in. I think that's the best way to do it. Let's hide a steel or an iron frame down there so it blends in a little bit better. Grab some steel. And there we go. Now the important thing is it has to look good. That's the most important thing in any game that involves building. Because anybody can just dig a hole in the ground and make a little dirt hut. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for little dirt huts, guys. We're here for the best of the best. At least I am. I don't know about you guys. Actually, now that I think about it, we do have enough. I could do it this way. Yeah, okay, I like it. I like it. And that'll give a little bit of room for expansion. Not that I need it. We're mostly going to be hitting the smaller guys anyway. So currently this is 3x3, which could be expanded to 5x5, which means the docking, the hookup is going to go right there. So let's try to finish this. We want the diagonal here and here and here and there. Then how about a nice little straight lines and lines, and then it'll snugly fit a 5x5 in here, which is very convenient. And in fact, since we know that's gonna go here, we can put an extra one right there. Oh shoot, we can't do that, can we? Ah, damn it. Hold on. This actually has to be the data and power for now. We'll have to move that around later. Captain Croissant says, long live the Empire of Dirt. You dirty boys. Nobody wants to take pride in a beautiful work of art in these wonderful games that give you so much freedom and creativity. Everybody just wants to min-max everything. Also, yes, it is halftime, so let's get back inside quick. Well, Dirtopia won't fall because there's no physics, so the dirt just stays floating, which also bothers me. But the other side of the coin is sometimes that's better than the alternative. Like if dirt does fall, it can cause a lot of problems. All right, so let's quick save and exit. Yeah, I already quick saved, so it's fine. All right, on to today's weird and wacky halftime video, sponsored by Emmykins. So what do we got? Okay, let's do this one. I know last Friday we had a bit of a failure with the Lost World, but Emmy did send me this video, which I think we might get a kick out of. So let's check it out. It's called Lost in Dinosaur World from 1993. Wild Voices presents. Wow. An ichthyosaur or plesiosaur. Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. I'm about to get a little dino nerd on you guys. Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. It's a synapsid. Based on the Dinosaur World series of books and audio tapes. All right, I'll give you Stegosaurus. That's a dinosaur. All right, everybody, tell me your favorite dinosaur in chat right now. I want to know. I want to make fun of your choices. If anybody says T-Rex, well, just don't say T-Rex. All right, edited by Nancy Forner. All right. What are those, like dino cookies? Oh. Was this directed by Quentin Tarantino? Getting a lot of feet shots early on. Guys, I remember reading a book when I was a kid. It was about an island where dinosaurs still existed. And they, like, lived in harmony with the humans. Does anybody remember this? X's favorite dinosaur is Bloodfeast the Exterminator. Ankylosaurus is the best dino. Anyone who says otherwise is getting clubbed by its tail. Ooh, yeah. Gotta watch out for those. Alright, this is good. No T-Rex so far. Emmy's gonna come in and say long neck. She doesn't actually know what they're called. Alright, well, at least he's got his compass. So he'll know which direction is north. He's wearing a kerchief for some reason. Oh no.
Okay, Tim, let's go. Oh no, not again.
What on earth is she wearing?
We're going to Dinosaur World.
Yeah, but it's a park, not an African jungle or something.
It's not a fucking jungle.
There aren't any animals with teeth the size of steak knives in Africa.
Steak knives. Right. So you ready?
I'm ready. For anything.
So this is from 1993. Maybe I dressed like that in 1993. I don't remember. I would have been 4. Oh, T-Rex. Ugh. The most overrated dinosaur ever. All right, are we in Dinosaur World yet? Wait, is this a real place? Can we go here? Got a lot of balloons.
Let's go over here. We'll go over here. What?
You guys think this came out before or after Jurassic Park?
Welcome to Dinosaur World.
Thanks. 2 adults and 2 kids, please.
That'll be $700.
And here's your map to Mesozoic Mesa. Read all the directions, pay attention to the signs, and stay on the marked paths. And please, don't feed the dinosaurs.
Right, thanks.
Oh, brother. Everything cringy about dinosaurs came before Jurassic Park. He has all those stop motion movies, right? Okay, when do we get to see the fucking dinosaurs? No raw meat? Yeah, come on. Visitors eaten this year. Oh, well, look at the sign. It's not easily
These aren't stuffed
updatable.
These are real dinosaurs.
Wearing a denim jacket. That's awesome. All right, look at that. You got your big UFO hat. I could actually use one of those.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just something massive to protect my dome.
Now, why on earth would anyone want a hat like that?
Pteranodon protection.
Mom,
Oh,
imagine
come
a bird
on.
50 times bigger than a pigeon.
Whoa.
50 times bigger than a pigeon. That's not that big. Pigeons aren't very big.
There's room under my hat for all of you if any pteranodons dive bomb us.
There's room under your hat for a football game. Okay, what should we see first?
We haven't seen a single dinosaur.
Babies? I didn't come here to see babies. Let's see a real dinosaur like the Tyrannosaurus
Yeah, let's see if
Rex.
it's been 5 minutes. Where's the dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs too. They're just small ones.
Okay, here we go. All right, I see there's dinosaurs coming up.
You'll get to see the T-Rex before we go.
Yeah, but first you gotta see a bunch of babies.
Okay, he's mad about seeing the babies.
We've been here 5 minutes. We haven't seen a
Yeah, not
dinosaur
10
yet.
times the size of an eagle. 50 times a pigeon. Oh my god, it's a Dimetrodon, which is not a dinosaur.
The Metrodon.
Dimetrodon.
He's a reptile, not a dinosaur.
Oh,
Basically,
thank
just
you,
a
Tim.
dinosaur. No problem.
Then what's that fan on his back for?
Because he's a reptile, he's cold-blooded. And he needs the sunlight to warm up. So if he turns sideways to the sun, it helps him warm up faster. And
If he faces into the sun, then he cools off?
yeah.
Wow.
So let's go find some dinosaurs.
yeah, is that what the lawyer says, Rilip? Do shift plus? What? What does that do? Oh, does that speed it up?
No, absolutely not.
This is so bad.
I said you could get a puppy.
You know what? I think this exists in Florida. Hold on. Let me look up Dinosaur World. I think I watched a video about this. Dinosaur World, Kentucky is an outdoor museum and short drive from Mammoth Cave National Park off Interstate 65. There's a lot of places called Dinosaur World, apparently. Dinosaur World, there's a board game called Dinosaur World. There's a movie called Dinosaur World. I think it might be the one in Florida. Maybe they say later in the video. Oop. Back to the video here.
No, besides we'd get it home and we'd feed it and we'd play with it and teach it tricks. We'd grow to love it and it would come to depend on us. And then, after a few years, look what you've done.
A slightly larger animatronic.
It probably can learn any tricks anyway.
All right, whatever.
Just
Let's get
wandering
to.
off like that, you could have been lost or...
Oh crap! Buffering. Oh, are we going to the Dino Deli? All right. This is enough cringe for tonight. Let's get out of here. This would have been perfect for Friday if I'd have kept playing Chaos Island, which I did not because it was terrible. I do not remember it being that bad, but I guess I've been spoiled by good games in the last 20 years, much like with Jet Force Gemini. Somehow this keeps happening. When did games, like, if I would, how far back could I go before games start getting bad? And I don't mean games that have always been bad start getting bad, because obviously there have always been bad games. But like games that were considered good at the time, Capturing Your Sandwiches, I will continue to profess Jet Force Gemini is a good game, it just didn't age well. Well, okay, that's what I'm getting at here. Like, how far back before you can say a game didn't age well? Like, if I go back 5 years, heck, I'm still playing games that are older than that, so. Is it 10 years? Like, what year do you think is the cutoff for games that didn't age well? Probably the transition to 3D. Definitely didn't help. Maybe like an early example of a genre like we had with Chaos Island, where it's an RTS, but like the RTS formula hadn't quite, I mean, Warcraft was already out, so can't really say that. Look at that. That's looking good, guys. So we're gonna actually move this stuff over to this corner because we are gonna need some space for a computer that we can set up over here. Put these water bottles in there. Yeah, I should probably run some cable as well once I have some. I don't have any currently. Ugh, the hygiene problem is back. It's okay. We'll fix that shortly. So definitely find some music here. Pokemon Jazz. You do this one. Yeah. Oh, hello. You fell over there, huh, bud? We have a computer. We have a communications motherboard, and we have a vending machine. The vending machine we might be able to fit inside. I don't know. That would be cool if we could. Because then we wouldn't have to worry about going outside to get things. Or like, you know, getting ice and stuff and it melting immediately. Well, if we get ice, it's gonna melt. That much should be obvious. Maybe if we put it in here, actually, that would be better. I don't know where. There's not a lot of room. Because then... Hold on, what if I just went absolutely nuts and put it right in the middle of the floor? That's not it. Where is it? Vending machine. If I put it right here, it takes up a whole space, but I can theoretically load it up with ores. You know what? Let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? It takes up a little bit of space. It makes it a little harder to maneuver, but just take some plastic sheets. But it's easy to load, and easy. If we wait until night, we can actually get ice out of the deal, which would be really cool. We'll have to hook it up to power, of course. Just gonna require some additional cable. And I think we can actually get rid of this now. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, moving this around is going to be a pain, but whatever. Put it back here for now. Not going to need it for a while. All right, so let's try to figure out this problem that I've created for myself. What year was StarCraft, guys? Because I think StarCraft, and I know we talked about Warcraft also, you know, being pretty good. I've never played the original Warcraft, so I can't speak for its quality. I'm sure it's good. A better question, when did Blizzard stop making good games?
Power low.
I mean, XCOM came out in 1992. Like, they've already made the perfect game. What's everybody else's excuse? Oh yeah, when did they get bought out by Activision? That's probably a good point. That's when they stopped being good. When they got bought out. Oh man. Why does this always happen? Something is good and then somebody buys it and then it stops being good. I guess because you wouldn't buy something unless you were planning on trying to make money off of it, right? All right. Oop. Do that. Nope. Hello. You go in there. You go in the drill. Easy as pie, folks. We also need fresh battery in the life support. Fresh-ish. So now we got the big ol' thing here. I know it looks a little clunky, but I think this is actually one of the better ideas I've ever had. Only problem, and it is a large problem actually, is this data connection needs to be hooked up to the outside, which means this is going to be on this network. That's not the worst thing in the world. Like, it's probably better to have my non-life support stuff on this APC to begin with. So I'm fine with that. That's okay. We'll work around it. It's not a deal breaker, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna need a lot more cable though. So I should be able to turn this on. Yes, okay, it does turn on. There's nothing in there. Makes sense. Put some iron in there just to show. We can get iron out of there now. Turn it off. Should not be able to vent because it's off. Yeah, okay. Rilip says, if you know Thor from Pirate Software, he used to work at Blizzard. His answer was when they made more money on horse armor in WoW than the entire expansion of StarCraft 2. Why is it always horse armor? It's always fucking horse armor. First Bethesda, then Blizzard. Who's next? Bungie? Oh. Well, I guess I answered my own question, huh? Crates. Where did I put my crates? You have a computer. Put that in there. Screwdriver it. Actually, wait. Oh, there's the new computers. I want to try the new computer. Well done. The retro. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's so chunky. I love it. Oh, look at that. It's so big. That actually looks way better than the other one. What an awesome addition. We don't need pipes anymore. We don't need the passive vent. We have some steel. We'll hold on to that and the plastic and the glass. Who wants a nude horse, you goddamn pervert? Hey, listen. I don't come into your place of work and cause trouble for you, all right? I like my horses au naturel. Actually, I don't like horses in general. I think have I ever talked about this? How I don't like horses? I think they're weird and kind of creepy. And they have a long face. And I don't care for them. I do not like horses, is my point. Not for any, like, real reason. Like, a horse didn't kill my family or anything. I just don't like them. I don't think they're very interesting animals. Hex's horse is amazing. Does it make lemonade? Because that would be pretty amazing. Does it turn into a plane? These would all be pretty amazing things that Hex's horse could do. Create a tool manufactory. I need to make a tool manufactory, apparently. Tastes like raisins? Oh. Well, I mean, I don't really, The Vulcan air at midday is hot enough to smelt steel. Wow, they even tell you. That's so cool. Okay. Okay, our hygiene is back. Let's get to work finishing this, because the sooner we can get trade going, the better of a position we're gonna find ourselves in, I think, because we can keep an eye out for, like, valuable trading people. Like oxygen, for example, would be nice, or water, you know, things that we use a lot of that we don't have a lot of here on Vulcan. Also, right, okay, we need to make a lot more cable. Start with that. Cable, please. Thank you. So we're gonna need cables. We're going to need to make a monitor so we can monitor the temperature. We're gonna need to make a sensor. These are all very useful things that we currently do not have, but we will need. In fact, you know what? I already have a sensor. Why waste? all of this useful stuff that I already have. Like, for example, this airlock. I'm never going to use this. At least not for a very long time. So why not just utilize it right now as a just a regular old thing. We'll put the airlock stuff there. Take that down. And voila, we have ourselves a little monitor. The cables are freaking out again. I should make a stacker. That would be a good investment. How much is a stacker? Stacker. Oh, we can make one right now. Perfect. How old is that video, guys? That's gotta be like 20 years old. Just so many like classic internet things that we take for granted as knowing about. People who are on the internet now weren't even alive when they first happened. Which I guess is true for a lot of things. Like, I wasn't alive when they made Terminator. We need chutes. We need 2 chutes. Probably need more, but 2 will do fine for now. Just so we can get cables in nice little stacks instead of sitting here letting them build up. All right, so 1 and 2. Turn that on, set it to 50. And then we can make stacks of 50 cable. We don't need to right now though, because we're already good on cable. Cable, of course, is the cyborg assassin from the future, from the X-Men, that I always make fun of for being like just an embarrassing example of the worst excesses of the Marvel universe. Mostly Rob Liefeld, I guess. It's his fault. It was his idea to make cable. All right, so there's that. Then we need a gas chip. Let's see. 20 years ago is 2004. I feel like it's gotta be older than 2004. I mean, maybe. That's why I'm asking. Gas display requires 1 iron and 5 gold. We have no gold. Oh no, because I took down the freaking arc. Why do I take this? I should just leave it. It's not hurting anything by existing. And then I can use it in a pinch without having to worry about it, you know? I can put it right here. It's not gonna hurt anything. It'll fit perfectly in the middle of the room there. And then we're not wasting a bunch of space here. Be efficient with our use of our space and of our tools. So, what do I need here? 1 gold, or 5 gold. So there we go. Make 5 gold. And how much iron? 1 iron. Literally just 1. Easy. I can do that. And there we go. So now we have a little central area we can go around. We have the vending machine. We have a nice area over here for a furnace. We don't have room for a tool manufactory, but we could probably squeeze one in where this locker is. Because realistically, we're not going to be... Like the hydraulic pipe bender, other than pipes, we're not going to make anything that requires stacking. I mean, yeah, I guess I can't really put a stacker here either. Which is probably fine. Rilip says, oh no, this is where I get confused and think of the wrong cyborg looking guy from the future. Well, yeah, Cable and Bishop. What does Bishop steal? I know there's another X person that's like kind of a cyborg assassin, or possibly just an assassin from the future. But it's not Cable. Maybe like, is there an X-Man called Overkill? That sounds like something Rob Liefeld would come up with. I watched a YouTube video. It wasn't a YouTube video, it was like an actual video, but it was on YouTube of him talking to Stan Lee. And Stan Lee was like, hey, you know, let's make a character. And basically Rob Liefeld just makes Cable again. And it's very funny. Just the worst. All right, go ahead and throw a gas thing down. Gas sensor, please. Let me add that. So now we can measure the temperature, and also it'll display, so I'll have to set up the display there. You should not exist. You must be destroyed. Yeah, doesn't Bishop have like a brother or something? I played Marvel Snap. That's how I know most of these characters. There's also apparently a Superman. Like Marvel has their own Superman called Blue something. And I don't know. Oh shoot, I turned it off. Thing out. There we go. It's 242. Okay. So now power low already? I haven't been doing anything. Been running around in the vacuum room. Okay. Why is there movement? There should not be any movement right now. Why is there movement, chat? Who doesn't have a Superman? I mean, how many comics universes are there? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty. There's Marvel and DC are the big ones, and there's IDW. There's Dark Horse Comics. That's all that I know. Who does Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I feel like there's got to be something there, right? We should probably lock this down. And also move this someplace less annoying for now. All right. Guys, I forgot what I was doing. I think I need copper, which I don't have any right now. We're gonna have to go mining because I need more cables so that I can hook everything up. We need cable going there, and then we need cables going everywhere. And I hate to do this. I think I need some iron frames. I think 4. 1, 2, 3. Blue Marvel, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Wait, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is DC now? Oh man. I guess does it make sense? I guess kind of, because they were sort of like jokingly. Daredevil is Marvel though. I was gonna say, because they were like jokingly came from the same chemicals that gave Daredevil his blind powers. All right. Well, let's get out there. I know it's hot, but we gotta get out there and do some stuff, so get out there and do it before it gets super hot. What? Jeez. The pressures in this game are ridiculous. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, guys. I filled this in all the way. Or I didn't fill it in, I guess. So there's like a weird... I guess that's fine. It'll look a little goofy. No, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. That's garbage. I don't like that. I don't want there to be like a weird corner piece. That completely throws off my groove, man. Well, I guess I can put this here, because is that steel down there? I guess we can do that now and then work around it later if we have to. I have steel sheet in my hands. This always happens. I think I got a good idea and then it falls apart when I try to execute. It's fine. We'll just move this. We will change this so that that's an angle grinder, so that it is like this, and then the cables can come out here and we can use this for something. But then I feel like I should get rid of the steel underneath, so I need a little bit more iron. And it is getting hot, so I should go inside. And we can maybe smelt some iron or something. Yeah, Marvel Snap introduced me to a lot of characters. Fun fact, most of them are just X-Men, which just adds to my dislike of the X-Men in general for just kind of being the stone soup of Marvel stuff. Like, this is what they got, huh? You just got a bunch of weird people who have weird, disparate powers with no connection other than the X gene. And they all just work together. They live together in harmony and racism. Okay, so that the vending machine is getting a little bit in the way there, but that's okay. Might be able to get some silicon even, if it's hot enough. I think it is. Can even turn that so that we're getting a maximum throughput here. It's a great word, throughput. Oh, okay, that's nope. That's incorrect. Making new X-Men is easy. They've got powers, you don't need to explain them. Well, they could just not explain them then. I guess people wouldn't go for that, like the hardcore nerds. But why does Stinkman have stink powers? It's never explained in the comic. Like, he has powers, man. What the fuck? Can't pick this up. What is happening? The whole world's gone mad. And I can't pick up the silicon now. Hold on. I wonder if this cable has something to do with it. Yep, okay, so we need to make some floor grading then. I can't believe they retconned Stinkman, the original Power Thorth. Have I heard of Cyclops? Yeah, I've heard of Cyclops. His eyes are portals to the punch dimension or whatever. Some stupid nonsense, right? Yeah, we need to make some floor grates. Just one should be fine, just to cover that up so we're not running into problems. We'll want more later though, of course. There we go. All right, that should solve our problems. Turn that off. Close that. And we'll just maintain a nice toasty furnace for a bit. Yeah, see, I know my superheroes, because same with Star Wars, I have to know the things in order to properly dislike them. Because if I just said, oh, I hate comic books, and then someone's like, have you ever read a comic book? I'd have to say, well, no. I'm like, well, how do you know you don't like them? So, it is important, chat. If you're going to hate something or dislike something strongly, you should know a lot about it. Because otherwise, you're just ignorant. And that's no excuse. Let's open the helmet. Let's take off the helmet, actually, so we can get a little bit of hygiene going, since we don't have a shower, unfortunately. And take this opportunity to wire up our computer, or at least part of it. Because basically, it's going to connect to outside, which is going to connect to a couple of things. It has to connect to a couple of I/O chips, which will read the dials that we're going to put here. We're going to put some dials here, and then we're going to put the calculation stuff outside. And that's going to run up to the satellite dish, which we will hook up now. Because then that will connect also to the vending machine, So everything's gonna connect. It's gonna connect out to there. Relip says I wasn't fully listening. Phasma is tomorrow, and then Friday is KSP. So first Phasma of the season is tomorrow, and we'll try to maybe do that every Thursday until Halloween happens. We'll see. I know, oh, Satisfactory is going to come out too, so eventually Satisfactory will rotate in to one of the slots that we have. I don't quite know how everything's going to shake out yet, because I never do. I don't know what I'm doing from day to day. I try to plan it out, but sometimes the game is just that bad. Bert's Phasma Thursday. Oh, first. He's trying to say first, Chad. He spelled it Furts, which sounds like a really wimpy fart. Guys, I furted. Really? I can hardly tell. All right, we got to do some mining, I think, because we're not going to have enough copper to make enough cable. So let's do some mining now, because I think it is, in fact, time to mine. All right, that is on. We have our tracking cartridge in, so we can get back if we need to. Thank you, Rilip, for reminding me. Oh, shit. Whoops, forgot to close the helmet there. That's all right. Luckily, we're pretty robust people. We can handle a little vacuum in our air. Oh, it's still kind of hot out, actually. We should wait a second. We need some oxygen first. What am I doing? Holy moly. Yeah, let's empty out our waste tank. Empty in our oxygen tank. There we go. That should be enough. Oh, right, this stuff too. Bring that inside. Our locker is now full-ish. I guess we can get the atmospherics kit set up. That's another thing we got to worry about. It's going to start getting hot in here. And our AC is not going to last forever, guys. It is already quite warm. It's at 160 Kelvin, which is, I mean, that's like another 100 degrees before it gets to 0. And then at that point, Rilip says you're a really wimpy fart. Is that what a furt is? That's what we're going to go for? A wimpy fart. Just the worst. Like, not even like a good solid one. Just a, it's like a, did you fart? You have to embarrassingly be like, yeah, that was me. I could barely hear anything. If you're gonna fart, at least fart like a man. It's down to 17. How are we doing on a still barely growing? Okay, well, can't win them all, I guess. Yeah, swap these out, and we're ready to go. Close the helmet. Lock the helmet. We've got air, we've got waste, got everything we could ever want. Let's get out there and mine. And we're looking for copper today. Copper and iron, both are fine. Both are good for us. Let's go out this way today. Oh, down. Oh boy. Almost fell down into the pit. You don't want to fall in the pit, guys. Trust me, you do not want to fall in the pit. Get in the copper. Rilip, I have a question for you specifically. What proof do we have that Jesus was a carpenter? I guess anybody can answer this, not just Rilip. I don't think Rilip's even gonna know. Does it say in the Bible that he was a carpenter, or do we just assume it because his dad was a carpenter? I guess back in the day you could only have the same job that your dad had. It's like the law. No, none. He wasn't. Oh, nice. Well, there you go. Joseph was. Yeah, but people always say Jesus was a carpenter, or like a lot of people do.
Filter low.
Filter, oh, yeah, that's fine. Filter's fine. We have plenty of those. We'll have to get some more in here, though, at some point. Okay, well, there's some copper. Some iron over here, very nice. Let's grab it. A lot of people make up a lot of shit about Jesus. Whoa. You just blew my mind. Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing about like heaven and hell. A lot of that stuff comes from Dante, who, like, none of that shit's in the Bible, right? I guess maybe the lake of fire gets mentioned in Revelations. I don't know why this just popped into my head. I guess something about being on this hell world makes me think about hell. It's fun to talk about. I had a like a hardcore Catholic buddy in the army who, that was the guy, that was the wedding I went to, where they had a full Catholic mass for the wedding, and I was sitting there in my ill-fitting suit, like getting up and kneeling and doing all kinds of like stupid crap the whole time, and they were speaking in Latin, they being meaning the priest. Where was I going with this? Anyway, yeah, I used to talk about this stuff with him all the time, because he was, I think he was in seminary before he joined the army, so he knew a lot of this stuff. Yeah, and now I don't have anybody to talk to about that stuff, so I'm just sitting here. Now I got to talk to Rilip about it. Guys, did you know that Rilip is actually a priest? Well, not really, but it would be funny if he was, and he's watching, he's just hanging out on Twitch. Like, what do priests do when they're not doing Jesus stuff? Oh, that's actually, I watched Father Ted. I know what they do. They smoke and drink and watch porn. Or at least that's what Father Jack does. Father Jack rules, by the way. All right, we got some coal too. We're gonna need to make steel, so might as well grab coal while we're out here. Let's get Rilip ordained as a Pastafarian. Yeah, I think you can just do that online. I guess the problem is that doesn't really benefit him in any way, so why would he do it? I guess you could marry people in some states. I got my buddy ordained online, not the same buddy who was Catholic. It was just some other guy in the barracks. Like, hey, I need someone to do my wedding. You want to get ordained online? And then he did it, and then he did the ceremony. Oh, it was great. Cheapest wedding ever, and it was awesome. Emmy has no complaints, and if she does, she hasn't told me in the last 16 years, so I will take that. Or 15 years, however many years we've been married. I don't remember. I guess 15. Yeah, almost 16 if you round up. Rilip says the number of Catholics in the US who believe in intercessional prayer is up near 90%. Catholic doctrine is that your prayers absolutely do not get heard by God. People say they're Christian or Catholic and stuff, and what they mean is I believe all that stuff. It conveniently reinforces what my parents told me without actually knowing what the official doctrine is. It's like whenever I see people, it's slightly related. Whenever I walk past someone's house where they have an American flag up on a pole, I do a couple of quick checks. First, is the flag damaged? Because if the flag's damaged, all right, you clearly don't give a fuck. You're just doing it to show off or whatever. 2, do you have the flag out at night? I guess this only applies if I'm walking by at night. And if you do, is it lit up? Because if it's not, you're wrong. If you're gonna fly the flag at night, it has to be lit up. Now, I mean, okay, not legally, but if you're the kind of person that's gonna have a flag in front of their house, I expect you to know the flag code. Because otherwise, why do you have the flag up in front of your house if you're not even gonna like follow the basic guidelines for flying it? What else? I guess that's about it. Yeah. Are you flying the flag at night with not lit up? So if I walk past and I see they have a flag, I check to see if they have a light, I guess. I assume most people don't bother putting up their flag every morning. Americans sure love their flag. Well, some Americans do. I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, it's an okay flag. It's a nice looking flag. It's a good flag. But I don't have one like out in front of my house like some people do. And I'm not saying if you have one in front of your house, you're wrong. I'm just saying if it's a litmus test. It's like if you're the kind of person that has an American flag in your front yard, I can kind of assume what kind of person you are. And then I can see if you actually believe that stuff or you just want to have the flag out to show everybody how big of a patriot you are. And that now Rilip says 99% of people with an American flag hanging outside their house have a flag-themed Speedo or napkins or t-shirt. Well, okay, here's the thing about that stuff. You can have American flag napkins and you can have an American flag Speedo. You're not supposed to wear the literal flag as clothing, which I assume means you don't like wrap it around yourself and wear it as like a toga. Like the imagery of the flag is, I think, irrelevant. Now let's wire this up so that that is connected. And then we will get the rest of this stuff hooked up as well. Look at that, we can just run it straight down and then wire it in to the main line. Good deal. I'm ready. I'm ready to have this set up. And Emmy played the Busta Rhymes. Boy, I sure do love... I mean, I don't like that movie, but I think it's hilarious they got Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks to be in a terrible Halloween movie. It's just really funny to me. Guys, it was the 2000s or possibly the late 90s. I don't remember when that one came out. Emmy could tell you guys. They didn't know what they were doing back then. Especially not when it comes to a classic horror franchise. Not like today, we're spoiled. We got the Chucky show. We have The Exorcist Believer. Halloween Ends. Oh no. The worst time. This is the worst time to be a horror fan. Unless you really like Chucky. Which Emmy does. She loves that little guy. This going? No? How about now? I guess I didn't push the button. Alright, Rilip says, Section 8. The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. It should not be embroidered on such articles as cushions or handkerchiefs and the like, printed or otherwise impressed on paper, napkin, or box, or anything that is designed for temporary use and discard. Advertising signs should not be fastened to a staff or halyard from which the flag is flown. Oh man, I better tell the VFW? American Legion? I think it's the Legion downtown. They have two flagpoles out front and they always hang like their upcoming events between the two flags. They don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. I mean, it's not like a law. But that's funny that they actually do have it spelled out right there. Who came up with that? When was that written? It's America. We have freedom of speech here. You can put the flag on your Speedo if you want. And maybe I will. When I finally get that hot tub and do a hot tub stream, I will stream in an American flag Speedo. So it's 1923. Oh, whatever. That's like 100 years old. Who cares? You need to make a new one. New flag code, please. Not enough Ohio Skibbity Riz. Germa Panera Charge Lemonade. All right, so we do have enough to do. Let's gas this off here. Put in some iron and coal, and then wait for the temperature to get hot, and then really go nuts. The National Flag Conference. Okay, who's the National Flag Conference? That sounds like a made-up thing, like the Better Business Bureau. Is this a private organization, Rilip? Like the Daughters of Liberty or the Sons of Anarchy or whatever. What is... Hello? Oh, I guess there's nothing in there. Hold on, let me give it a quick blast of some heat. Okay, there we go. So we gotta have a little bit of pressure in there, nothing's gonna happen. Rilip says, I'm not sure it's 100 years old. Yeah, they didn't even have the internet back then. How did they communicate with people? They had to all go to Washington, D.C. at the same time? That's nuts. What a terrible, terrible way to run a country. All right, let's start getting some temperature in there. Why would we not all simply telecommute from our individual states? Surely that would be more efficient. Guess everybody goes to the UN in person too, huh? Ugh. Yeah, not a job for me. When I was in high school taking German, and my parents, or my mom specifically, was sure I'd be some kind of like secret genius. That proved her wrong. She wanted me to become like an ambassador for the United Nations, and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like fun, question mark. Create an electronic printer mod. Oh, right, yeah, okay. We haven't done that yet. We have steel though, yay, steel! Steel, yay! So now we can make steel frames, so we don't have to worry about other stuff anymore. Cool. However, I do need a little bit more. I need one more iron frame. Shoot. Okay, we gotta make some. I do have some iron here saved up. Cool, cool. We can turn that off before I explode my furnace. That would be a good idea. I need one iron. No, that's floor grading. Whoops. Iron frame. One iron frame and one iron sheet to go replace one of the steel ones outside. And then we can focus on getting the IO stuff. So we're gonna need two switches. Two logic switches. That's gonna require gold, huh? Fortunately, we have gold right here. Get it in there. Yep. So 50 gold ought to do it. Let's get it in there. So we need two of these. So two switches. And then four IOs. Two readers, two writers. We then hook up. And then we can activate the thing. Problem is, I don't think we have enough power for that, so it might be worth putting a battery in first. There we go, two switches. How much for a battery? We need steel. Well, hey, guess what? We got steel. So let me pull the steel out of here so we can make a nice battery. Because a battery is super useful. We can save up solar power during the night. We can also start making actual solar panels. We could make a solid fuel generator if we so desired. I don't really desire, but we could. It ends up eating a lot of resources to run, so I'd rather just have a nice battery and go from there. Now, the only problem with a battery is we're going to need some heavy cable to run it to the APCs. Or do we? I actually don't know.
We're not
I feel
worthy! We're not worthy!
We're not worthy. Hello. Constant J. Hey, thanks for the follow. Did you get a sub earlier? I think you were in the sub list. Congratulations, you've received a sub. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your emotes. They're pretty good. I like the pigman myself, but a lot of people like the waving cat, and I'm sure you could get some use out of the other ones. There will be more coming eventually, when I get around to thinking of some good ones, or when I make Rilip think of some. Rilip, think of some emotes. Let's go. I got a couple of slots open. We're not using all the slots. Oh, this is taking forever. So we'll grab this, we'll take it outside, and we'll just kind of move everything around so the battery takes everything first and then goes into there. Oh, Rilip has just paid. Oh, right, the star is wrong. I should talk to Alien. I mean, I don't want to like bug her. She's super busy these days. But I want to know if we can get a better version of that, or if the like the low quality of it is part of the charm. Maybe it's probably part of the charm at this point. Power low, you say? Well, here's what I say about that. Power not low anymore. Rilip says, I think you should have a dark meat emote. Ooh, that's interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more about this dark meat emote idea. I like it, whatever it is. Okay, so we put a battery down here. And then we run all the power into there. And the power comes out. Well, we got to finish this first, I suppose, huh? Screwdriver required. Screw it. There we go. All right, we do have plenty of cable at least, so I don't have to worry about that. So now we run cable. Got that. Turn this on so it'll start charging. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Cable. Let's get you down. All right, now we need to cut the cables here. Hey, do you guys still watch like regular TV? Speaking of cable, like I have cable because I get it for free from my work. But I don't like watch it ever, and I can't imagine a situation in which I would watch it. Rilip says, have you seen my dang emotes? I saw some regular TV during the Olympics and that was it. That's the extent of Rilip's TV watching. So you have TV. So you pay for TV every month, but you don't actually watch it? Is that... That's interesting. Oh, 10 cable coil, jeez. Boy, they got me over a barrel here. All right, we'll run it like that. That's how they get you. It's like everybody has TV, but nobody watches it. Maybe it comes free with your internet. Oh, it's part of the bundle. Dude, the bundles are a fucking scam. Don't get those. What's wrong with you? That's like bundling, like, trying to think of a good example. Okay, I can't think of a good example. Never mind. I thought I had something. I gotta think about it. I'll have something funny next time. That's like bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Oh, fuck. Well, I guess it was only a matter of time until that happened, huh? There's our first storm. So that's gonna fuck up our whatchamacalls. Solar panels. But we can fix them later. So now oh wait, I have an iron frame right here. Oh, perfect. And then we can finish it with a nice iron sheet. So I didn't actually need that other iron sheet, I guess. That was just extra. Well, I'm sure we'll find a use for it eventually. Let's get inside while the storm's going. Philip says it's more expensive to just get internet on its own for whatever idiot reason. There might be some kind of like regulatory piece of it. I don't actually. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, the windmills will at least charge up the battery. Hopefully they don't overload it. They shouldn't. I don't think they get enough. Wish I was out there looking at that right now though. That would be super helpful. Okay, what do we need to make the IOs? I/O. Sorry. Need 4 of these guys. Battery explodes, hab catches on fire. Yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna happen. The only problems we've had on Vulcan with fire have either been there's some kind of leak because a pipe gets overpressurized, or I buy liquid oxygen and it explodes and destroys half the base. Those are the only 2 situations in which we've ever had some kind of fiery disaster. And I consider that an absolute win. I think that's totally reasonable. That is a normal amount of fiery explosions on Vulcan. Because 0, there's like no way you're gonna have just a 0. There's too many things that can go wrong to ever have 0. Oh, shoot. Right, I forgot I can't see. I can't see anything without my glasses. Well, I guess we can sit here in the dark while I take my suit off. Maybe I can eat something. That's a door. Here's some stuff over here. Just put those in my locker while I drink some water and eat a cereal bar I found on the floor. At least we can enjoy the sparkly stuff just out in the middle of nowhere. Explosion catches fire, explodes. That's the beauty of Vulcan. If your explosion involves oxygen in any way, you are gonna have... Why does the suit stop emitting light just because you turned it off? Okay, so the thing that was giving me a light was the helmet. If I take the suit off, the helmet is no longer being powered, so the light turns off. But I want to sit here in the dark because I want my hygiene to go up. I guess it'll go up a little bit with the helmet open, so it's probably fine to turn it back on for now, just so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Because I do want to get these dials down. Because we're going to need those soon. There we go. And then I have to decide if I want to have the IO inside or outside. The benefit of inside is pretty much just that I can access it. Outside, there's a lot more space for me to put it down. Like inside, there's not a lot of space, unfortunately. It's like space is at a premium inside. So I think it's better to just put them outside. We have some steel frames now. We have 1 iron sheet that we might end up using. I'm sure I'll find a use for it eventually. Barely growing still. I wonder why. Probably not enough pressure, huh? Let's open the waste tank. Get a little more pressure in here. And yeah, we're gonna need a tool.
Air tank critical.
We're gonna want a tool manufactory to make more duct tape, so that we can duct tape. Go fix our little guys out there, our solar panels. In fact, you know what? That's a good thing I could do right now. Also, maybe hook up some cables so we have water. That would be cool. And yeah, we can just run that right down the side here. We want our life support stuff to be separate from our industrial stuff outside. And really, this will only be on like some of the time anyway. All right, any more questions about why things happen in this game? Now's your chance to ask them. While I'm in a good mood, nothing's exploded. I gotta think about like long-term water, don't I? Ugh. Well, as long as we have oxygen, we can pull volatiles from the air and use that for water in the combustor. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, looks like we need more cable again. Just call me a cyborg assassin from the future because I need cable. Or that doesn't make sense. Scratch that. Cable was in Deadpool 2, right? Was he in the Wolverine meets Deadpool? Or Deadpool meets Wolverine or whatever? I had heard that there were quite a few like fun cameos. I have not seen it. I will go see it. I've been spoiled. I'm not going to spoil it here for you guys, because that's not what we do here on the Star Shard Zero Twitch stream. I don't know if anybody cares that much. Alright, so here we go. Oh, I should do it down the middle so I can do it the smart way, huh? We have a reader. A reader and then a writer. And that is going to write. So in that case, I need the... change this a little bit. Do it like so. And then loop it. And then run it down the side like so. Perfect. Okay. And then I should only have to hit the middles, right? Not the backs, yeah. We have a logic reader and a logic writer. We'll have to label these. I think I have labelers somewhere. Figure that out in a second. Let's see. I'm in overtime. Oh shit, I am? Okay, hold on. Let me... Thank you, Rilip. I didn't even notice. I was having such a fun time. Turns out, when I play fun games, I'm not watching the clock constantly to see when I can be done for the night. You know what? It's good that we had that experience. Because otherwise, you know, I just assume every stream is going to be fun. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, so you know what? That's probably fine the way that it is. We'll say we have two readers, so we have the vertical reader, horizontal reader, vertical writer, horizontal writer. Okay. Now we just have to go back inside and name the dials. And then we're gonna need... Oh, I should probably look at the power situation here, huh? Okay, so nothing broke that I can tell, so that's good. We have the battery set up. The battery is somewhat charged. We need tool manufactory, but it's overtime, so let's finish this and then wrap it up. Did I set up the beacon? Yeah, I think the beacon is still on, actually. It probably doesn't need to be because I'm not mining right now. We don't need any more cable. We're good on cable. So all I need to do is set this. I forgot which. I think this is horizontal. The left one is horizontal. I'll double check before I finish this. Dial. Vertical dial. Okay, and then we will go double check locked my helmet open. That seems like a dangerous game to play. Which reminds me, I should really get my import my code that automatically opens and closes my suit for the helmet. Okay, this is left and right and upward. So yes, horizontal, vertical. Got it. So let's go set those. I believe it's 360 to and then 90. 0 to 90. If you looks like I'm going fast, it's because I am. Okay, so where's my screwdriver? This needs to be set to 360. Okay, 360 and then 90. Okay. Now we go out, and then we have to set the IO, the read writes, so they're pulling from the right one. And then we'll do a quick test. And it is getting a little toasty out here, so we probably shouldn't be out here too long. Okay, so this is the vertical reader. This needs to come from the vertical dial, and we want to get the setting, and then we want the, and that should be 0 right now, even though there's nothing right now. So the horizontal reader, we want that to be the horizontal dial. We want that to be setting. For the vertical writer, we want it to come in from vertical reader out to the what is it called? Small satellite dish, and set it to vertical. Yes. And then same in from the horizontal reader, and then out to the satellite dish, and then horizontal. This one's going to horizontal, this one's going to vertical. Okay, we turn it on. I won't be able to see it from out here, but which is actually something I usually like to be able to do, but whatever. I gotta turn it on first, huh? We might be able to get a glimpse of it from watching the through the glass, maybe. Vacuumize me. We're almost done, guys. Then we'll have the trader kind of set up, not quite. It's gonna be a bit of more nonsense. Did I turn those on? I did. Okay, so let's turn that on. So we should be able to set this to 45. Okay, it's working. So then we'll set this to 180. That should turn it all the way around. Yep, there it goes. So it's going to 45 and 180. And then I'm going to call that good. So once that is finished, it's transversal. I will save. I will quit. I'll send you guys on your way. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Phasmophobia. If you guys are enjoying Stationeers. I know I am. I love this game. I know we always play it for a bit and then stop. I don't know why, actually. I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know why, though. So, everybody have a great night. I will see you tomorrow with Phasmophobia, like I said. First Phasmophobia of the season. Don't miss it. I'm going to get spooked out of my gourd, as I often do. There's a new map, the lighthouse. It's really cool. Show it off. All right. Yeah. All right. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.